Hi, today is June 30th, 2024, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1008 for the year, Under Little Island. The view from under Little Island can look like an ass or some other vaguely sexual amalgam of body parts, or perhaps a stiletto heel, or perhaps some large industrial machine or something. Sometimes allegedly inanimate objects speak to me, advise me, berate me, provide me with autobiographical information, or attempt to enlist me, encourage me to join their cause. But these concrete piles that hold up Little Island are silent. Maybe they are dumb. Or maybe they are wise, but choose to keep their wisdom to themselves. Poem number 1009, The Hole. There is no evidence of the hole having been dug. It seems to have always been here, an emanation of needfulness, a signifier of desire, the essence of emptiness. The hole seems to be begging to have its needs met, but in reality, it needs only to need. It seems to want its desire to be realized, but it actually only needs to experience desire. The hole seems to be asking to be filled, but all it needs is to be an empty hole. But if at some point the hole became filled, then that is what it would need, to be filled. But if that were to happen, the hole would cease to be, although it is not entirely impossible that there would be a hole where the hole once was. Poem number 1010, The Pit. When the pit is so disgusting and putrid and vile and horrible and horrendous and filled with slime and is the mirror opposite of sublime, then one might not be proud of one's decision to avoid it. Rather, one might be ashamed that one was tempted. Poem number 1011, Swans. Once there were swans, and now there still are swans. Once there weren't swans, but now there are. Once there were swans that are no longer here. And most likely there are swans that aren't here now, but will be. Poem number 1012, Universe versus Controverse. Universe versus controverse. Outerverse versus innerverse. Alphaverse versus omegaverse. Alphabet verse versus numeriverse. Position versus opposition. Protagonist versus antagonist. Proton versus epsilon. Portrait versus landscape. Landscape. I'm messing these poems up right or left. I think I've written some difficult poems today. I'm going to start that one again. Because, we're only 247 in, and it's, we're getting there. Okay, poem number 1012, Universe versus Controverse. Universe versus controverse. Outerverse versus innerverse. Alphaverse versus omegaverse. Alphabet verse versus numeriverse. Position versus opposition. Protagonist versus antagonist. Proton versus epsilon. Portrait versus landscape. Darkening versus enlightening. Kissing versus biting. Thunder versus lightning. Friends, why are we fighting? Poem number 1013, Nike. Thought is death to action, but it's not like action kills thought. You can shoot first and ask questions later. You can take the action and think about it later. Move a muscle, change a thought. So if you're uncertain, just fucking go for it. Don't let thought kill the action. Nike, am I right? Nike. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1014, Goodbye June, and God help me, it's a song. Will I sing you another tune? Will I play one on the bassoon? Will I put on the pantaloon? Will I watch the black balloon? Goodbye June. I didn't finish this month's poems until the early afternoon. I didn't eat the soup because I didn't have a spoon. I didn't respond to the troll because it would have been picayune. There are many things I didn't do the entire month of June. Goodbye, June. Maybe I'll shrivel up like a prune. Maybe I'll eat a macaroon. Maybe I'll rewatch part 2 of Dune. Maybe I'll go but come back soon. Goodbye, June. Goodbye, June. I appreciate you.